Hello, good morning, happy Saturday. Welcome to Stamp and Create with Beth. I'm Beth Roy, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. So today is Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, and I'm just making sure that I'm live, and let's see, pull up my video here. So if you pop in, say good morning. If you're hanging out with us for the first time, or maybe you've been hanging out but haven't really participated, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from so we can get to know you. So we're going to wait just a minute for some of our friends to join, but today I am going to do a quicker video. I know usually we hang out here and we like to chat and have a good time together, and I still want to do a little bit of that today, but I just want to make a quick card. So if you pop in, say good morning. Today I'm going to be talking about this set from Saleabration. So I've posted about this if you've been following along. Saleabration is a unique time at Stampin' Up. January and February is usually when it takes place, and you basically earn free exclusive products while you're buying your supply. So this is a great time to stock up. You can earn, there's card kits, there's paper, there's stamps. I have this embossing folder. I haven't used it yet. I also have this one on the way. And just an FYI, they've added more products to the Saleabration offerings, and this die set that is pictured here is actually now part of it, and it cuts all the letters at once. So that's fun. I have one of those coming. So there's paper, there's stamps, there's some embellishments, there was a ribbon. I have these, they're very pretty. And then that's all level one. So level one is when you spend $60 and it builds, so it's each increment of 60 here in the US. You get to pick something free. And then there's a level two. So at $120, they have this pretty stamp set. It's a bundle. It has dies. So it's a stamp set, and then it has some coordinating dies. They're really cute. If you love hearts, this is a great set. Looks like it has some flowers. And then this Corner and Bloom is what I'm going to be using today. So I just really love the images, and I like the uniqueness of just a corner stamp. And we have several corner stamps and things. We have some new things coming in March. If you have this Saleabration brochure, it also tells you about the join option. If you want to get the starter kit, you can be a discount shopper. You can do that however you want. And right now, option one is you get the normal kit for $99, which is $125 worth of product plus tax. And then you get this stamp set, and you can pick any two marker sets, assortments from our core color line, which that is a $91 value for a stamp set and two of those marker packs. And I love these markers. I have almost all of them. I don't have the in colors, but I do use those. And the other option, if you don't want this, is you could just get 30 additional dollars in free product, which would be $155 worth of products for 99 bucks. So pretty good deal if you're looking for something like that. Also, if you want to put in a large supply order, I like to do this too. January is a good time to stock up. If you don't shop during other specials during the year, this is a good time, because when you put in a $300 order, you get your Stampin' Rewards plus an additional $30 free. So a lot of times I look at what cardstock I need and things like that. Or maybe if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I know a lot of people used to buy their 12-month prepaid code in order to earn some of those free things. So if you want to know about that, you can always message me. I'm happy to help you with that. That is quite a bit of money. I'll tell you what my friends and I also do is we add all of our orders together and we can order at the same time. So you can do that as well, kind of like a party order. So, but that's Saleabration. So this is a set, and you'll see the Saleabration sets say Saleabration on them. And I actually used one last week or Monday when I made the coffee card. I used a texture set that you could earn free. So I still use lots of my Saleabration sets that I've earned for free. They're just exclusive. They're not for sale in the catalog. So I really, like I said, like this set. So I thought I would use it today. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Maggie. Good morning, Christy. Thank you all for joining me. So, raise your hand in the comments if you've shopped and earned any of these, and let me know what you think. So, I asked a poll question yesterday on how you wanted to see me color these, or what you wanted to see today. So I've paired this. This is actually from the Magnolia set that's retiring. I don't even know if it's sold out yet. It's from, oh, what is it called? Sorry, it's off here to the side. Magnolia Mood. And I've used this very large corner stamp. So again, just a reminder, if you buy a stamp set, it'll tell you down here what size the images are. So the image on the front of the container actually matches the size of the stamp unless it's otherwise noted. So this artwork is at 80%. So these are actually really good size stamps. This is big. I love this. I love these flowers. So there's lots of cute images in here. And so I've used the largest image here to make these two cards. This one was colored with blends, and this one was colored with the watercolor pencils. So we're going to use watercolor pencils today, and I'm just going to show you how to stamp a card and then quickly make a quick card. So this is just a quick card today. We're going to use some neutral colors, and I've brought in my watercolor pencils. Now, I have some of the older collections, so the new collection, this is assortment 1. It has Real Red, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, a blue. The old color was Pacific Point, that retired, so it's just called blue. It kind of reminds me of the Blueberry Bushel, Fresh Freesia, Mellow Mambo, Pecan Pie, Early Espresso, Basic Gray, Basic Black, and Basic White. So that's assortment 1. I have the original assortment right here. So I just threw them all in together. Assortment 2 is Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Gorgeous Grape. So that's what we have right now in watercolor pencils. And so I'm going to use these. Again, I have an old wood stamp case that I threw my pencils in. And I'm going to use one of the blender pens. So you can get these in my online store. And they come in sets of 3. So I'm going to show you how you can smooth out the pencil with these. Mine might be a little dry. We'll see. I don't use it very often. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Deb. Deb, you've earned most of the things. So I have, I earned a couple of these, and I shared one, and I've earned, I think I have the embellishments, and I've earned the embossing folder. Haven't used it yet. Let's see if I have. Oh yeah, these are the purple embellishments. Aren't these pretty? Maybe we'll use some of these today. So they're really pretty. There's 200 embellishments in there, and they have adhesive on them, so, but they're just called purple, so it has all different shades. This is more of a pink to me, but those are pretty. So lots of pretty things. And like I said, I have an order coming. I just did another order with the paper share and everything, and so I have some more things coming. All right, so today I'm using my stamp positioner. So if you have one of these, you can use whatever you have. Sorry, I'm going to switch this over to the side here. But I do want to say this stamp is large. I don't know if you can see that on my positioner here, but it is very big. So it fits. This is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So you can see it fits really well on there, but you also need a big block. So you would need the F block. Let me show you the next size down. This is called the E block. Mine's really dirty, but you can see it doesn't quite fit the whole stamp. So that's why I'm using the stamp positioner. That's just easier for me. Otherwise, you need the big block that goes with the background stamp. Oh, thanks for sharing, Debbie. Thanks for joining us. Watching from Southwest Michigan. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to use this, and I thought I would use this also for the inside, but I really like this. So let me show you. There's lots of different sizes. You could use this on a note card. And we're just going to make a little corner detail and then stamp a greeting. So I have 5 1/4 inches by 4 basic white. And I put this on my 1 inch mark. I like to pull it away from the hinge. And so this is going to stamp like that. You can do them portrait or landscape, whatever you like. And I stamped my outline in basic gray. So if you like a softer look, you could use smoky slate or gray granite. Y'all know I usually have most of my grays out. That's my preference. Now, if you're using the blend markers, you could use this ink as well. It works with either the blends or the pencils. Now, oh, it moved a little bit. That's okay. We're gonna make do. My paper moved a little. So there's that. Now, for the base, I'm just going to use a piece of smoky slate. I'm just going to keep it really neutral. And all of our color is going to come in on these flowers. So I have a second piece here. And we're going to stamp this flower. I think this matches that design. I don't know why I closed my ink. We're going to stamp this on the inside. Now you could also use this. Obviously you could make a frame. It shows you that in the brochure. So if you don't have this in your In My Stamp and Create with Beth group, the link to this, view this digitally, is online. But see, they used it to make a little frame to go with their photo. So that's It's really cute. And here they just, this one is just straight. So there's lots of ideas there. Very pretty. So we're going to make a portrait card. And I'm just going to throw this down there in the corner. But you could use this also to fill in if you want this to be bigger, taller. Let's do that. So I want this to go all the way to the edge. And that's the beauty about our photopolymer stamps, is they are see-through, so you can line things up. Hey, Dad, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So we're just gonna color this quickly. I am gonna stamp my greeting in basic gray, but I want to do all my coloring first. So let's see. I'm gonna do some different colors. Let me see what I have in here. I'm gonna do Old Olive and crushed curry on my leaves. And let's do something a little fun here. I keep scraps over here, so I'm gonna grab a little piece of scrap cardstock here, and I just kind of want to see. This is Melon Mambo, and this is Calypso Coral. So I'm going to combine those two colors. Good morning, Lynn. Thanks for hanging out. And we're going to see where this goes. You could... Now, these do not look exactly like the ink pads. It's a different medium, so it's going to look a little different. But I'm going to just quickly do my leaves and then my flowers. So I'm adding some, this is the crushed curry, and it looks kind of like a brown until you add some color with it. So I'm just kind of scribbling it on. So just curious in the comments, who has the watercolored pencils? Have you used them? Let's get some chatting about that. And let me know if you have questions about these. I'll do my best to answer. I'm going to add some color here on the inside as well. Now, so on the other card, this one I used Garden Green and this crushed curry pencil, and it'll have a little different look. And for the flowers, I used Coastal Cabana and Night of Navy. Just something a little different. And I'm not worried about if I have this on here perfect, because we are going to move this color around with our blender pen. So the blender pens have a solution in them. It has, it's like an alcohol solution, and it helps smooth out your watercolor pencil. So if you don't have the blender pen, you could use a water painter or a little paintbrush with some water. It's just, I'm using regular basic white cardstock, and if you get it too wet or damp, it will pill, it will pull apart. So I'm just my lead's broke. I can feel it moving here. Oh, so I see some of you have them. So Deb, you use them all the time, and Debbie, you forget about them. I kind of do that too. I feel like I used to grab them. I go through phases where I grab them a lot, and then usually I use the blends. Okay, I'm gonna come in with Calypso Coral here. And I'm just throwing some color on. Remember, I'm not worried about if this is perfect because I'm gonna move it around. I'm gonna do all the pink. Or Calypso Coral is kind of an orangey pink. As you can see, I'm being pretty messy. Not coloring anything perfect. But we're gonna smooth out those pencil lines, so no worries. Now you do want to be careful because when you're doing this method and you've used the basic gray or a classic ink instead of, say, StazOn, you're adding a solution and it can smear that color just a little. So just be careful with it. Good morning, Joan. Thanks for joining us. Glad you popped in. So now this is that Melon Mambo, and I'm just coming in along the bottom of the flower. I just want a little extra color. So what has everyone been up to this week? Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I'm saying good morning to you. Okay. Okay, so I have everything colored, and let me hold it up just so that you can kind of see. It isn't perfect, so there's lots of lines in there. Jenny, you're doing taxes. That is no fun. I know, Jenny, that's your job, but ugh. All right, so the blender pens have two ends. Okay, mine are a little stained. I do have some solution in there, but to clean it, to get the color off, you're just gonna wipe it like that. So I'm gonna start with my flower color, and I'm gonna start from the top and pull down because I don't want that really dark pink where I put the Calypso. And if it gets too much and you pick up too much of that color, just wipe it off till it's clean. So I'm starting at the top, pulling down and lifting up. So let me show you. I showed you how that helps smooth all of those lines. Oh yeah, Deb. I have so many books I want to read. I'm getting there. I feel like I did some running this week, so I haven't been in my craft room very much. And yesterday I literally did nothing. I just took the day to do absolutely nothing. I didn't feel very productive, but sometimes we need those. So I'm just going over where I laid the color, and it will spread a little bit. So let me finish this up and I'll show you how the flowers are smoothed out. And to get it clean, to wipe your color off, you just go back and forth on your scrap paper. So there, see how smooth that is now? Now I'm going to go on to the leaves. And I try to hit the yellow first because the green is quite a bit darker. So that's what, oh, that's what that looks like. Oh, Joan, everybody send all your prayers and good vibes to Joan. We need to help her get her mojo back. So thank you for that love. I saw a bunch of love. I appreciate that. So I'm just doing my leaves, and like I said, I kind of want to touch on that yellow first, and I'm going to wipe off often because I want I don't want that yellow part to get dark. So let me show you what this kind of looks like on this big leaf here. I almost wiped it on my project there. So see that if you hit the yellow first, then it kind of gives you just a little variation. So Vicky's been having fun with the basket die and the egg die. Vicky, what set is that? So I'm just smoothing this out. You can make a huge stack of these. Stamp all your things and then just add your color and then come in with your blender pen or your water painter and finish it up. Now, if you want to add color here to your middles, you could. I did on this one that I used the blends on. I added a little brown in the middle. And then on this one, I didn't. I just kind of left it. Now, something I did on this one, I don't know if you guys can even see it. I added a little color along here. So to do that, that's why I did not stamp my greeting. So to do that, I used Coastal Cabana on that one, but this one, I think I'm gonna try to use the Balmy Blue. Find it. And the ends on these look nothing like the colors, just so you know. You actually have to read the name. And I'm going to just do some little circles here and add in some color right around this edge. So I'm just very light pressure. I don't want any really dark lines. Now you can use these pencils on watercolor paper, so you could stamp this image on with StazOn, or if you want no line, you would use the classic inks and use a very light color, and then you could watercolor this if you like to do that. So we do have watercolor paper in the store. So I'm just adding some really small circles of this balmy blue. And you can make it darker along the edge if you want. You can just build that color up a little bit. So I just went along the outside there. You're right, Deb. Sometimes we just need a break, and it's okay. I'm going to be really honest. I haven't crafted this week. I finished up some coffee cards. I did the insides. I gathered a bunch of cards that I gave away to use for a group that I'm in, and we wanted to send some cards. And I other than these cards, I really haven't crafted this week. I've thought about a lot of things. I've been working on some things and some plans, but I haven't actually done anything, and that's okay. That's why I said yesterday I really wanted to kind of work on some things, and you know what? I decided to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. So now I'm just using that blender pen to smooth everywhere I put the blue. And you got to be careful. Your paper, I just felt my paper pill. I've got it too wet right there. So that's the thing you want to be careful of on using basic white. But if you want to add a lot, and it does have you can feel the texture, but there we go. So I just added a little bit of blue with that. You could do the same thing on the inside. Just realized I closed that, and could do that on this as well. I just feel like sometimes the watercolor pencils are easier to use, and if you're trying to kind of start collecting or building your stash, this is a great thing to add. You could get blender pens or the water painters. You can use these by themselves as well, and use those to fill in some of these line images. Oh, thank you. So both are retired. Okay, let me see. I don't have that set, so... Oh, the bird in the basket set. I forgot about that set. Yeah, I know you guys are thinking, you don't own that? It has a bird. I didn't get that set. Oh, nice. So if you have any of those, that's a great thing for Easter cards. Maggie, you went to your granddaughter's preschool. Patriotic parade. That sounds awesome. Just trying to catch up really quick on the comments. Didn't want to miss anybody. So there we go. There's our pieces. And if you're not talking and gabbing like me, then you'd probably get done faster. But you know, that's what our mornings are for, is to catch up a little bit. So I used a thank you. Now on the other one I used just a note to let you know that you are loved. That's from this Magnolia Mood. Was in the last chance. I love Magnolia, so that's staying in my stash. But Simply Said is in my online store, so it has this font with Just a Note. You know, that's one of my favorites. I also have this one. This was from a kit. It was in the kits collection. I think it might be gone. It might be on the last chance. But I also have this little tiny Just a Note. And I love using this because I just feel like it's pretty. So you're going to see this card's like a minimalist card, right? It's simple stamped. We've used very few things to add some color and add a little texture to it. And then we're just going to add a little greeting. So you could say thinking of you, happy birthday, just a note. I like to leave most of the space white. And then I have plenty of room on the inside to write my message. So look through your stamps. What greetings do you have that you would like to use? I think I'm going to make this a thinking of you card. And I'm just going to stamp, and I'm going to use basic gray. I don't want my greeting to be competing with my flowers. So I'm just going to stamp it in basic gray. You could use smoky slate and make it a really light greeting. And I'm just going to stamp over here to the right hand side. Having a hard time seeing. Sorry, my phone's in my way, so we'll just see. Hopefully there, I did okay. It's straight. So I just have it off to the right hand side there, and there's plenty of space for you to write your message in here. And then I've kept it to a simple color here that helps pop off those pinks that we used. And this one I used Night of Navy. So Night of Navy is considered a neutral. You could use blue on this one even. That would really help those colors as well. That would be very pretty. So if you have Night of Navy cardstock, you can use that as well. And I'm just, thank you so much for that. I appreciate all of those comments. And there we have it. Quick card, right? Now, the measurements, my base is 8.5 by 5.5. So 8.5, it's scored at 4 1/4. Our trimmer is great because it has the trimming blade and the scoring blade. So I score one full sheet, cut it in half, and I have 2 card bases ready to go. The white, the basic white is 5 1/4 inches, so 5 1/4 by 4. And I pre-cut those and keep them in a little container beside my desk so they're just ready to go. Now, I did attempt to try this. Usually I like to use 5 inches by 3 3/4. It just shows a little bit more of your card base. And when I'm using a colored card base, I like a little bit more to show. But this stamp really hangs off the edge. So on one end, remember this was an extra flower that I stamped. We used it on the inside as well, and we extended that up. So this ends right here, but it did hang off. So that's up to you. If you like that and you don't mind part of it hanging off, you want that look, you can do that. So there we go. What do you guys think? Any questions? So there's a blue version. This is a thank you. This is my version I did with blends. What do you guys think? Let me know if you have questions. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. So if you're over in my Stamp and Create with Beth group, I have posted digital versions of the scrapbooking brochure. It's only a digital version. There is no printed version. The celebration and the January to April mini catalog. Remember, we also have lots of online exclusive products that are in my online store. So you can find my online store at bethroy.stampinup.net and just click on the shop now. Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Maggie. Thanks, Joan. Thank you, Vicki. I appreciate all the love and the beautiful comments. Thanks, ladies, for hanging out with me today. I know it was a short one, so I do appreciate it. But if you have any questions, you know you can always comment on this video if it's about the watercolor pencils or this the blender pen or the Saleabration, or you can shoot me a private message. So this was simple stamping. We used stamps, we used ink, and we used paper, and that was it. Oh, thanks, Jonah. I can't wait to see what you do. So thanks, everyone. Have a beautiful Saturday, and I'll see you soon. Take care.